The practice of eating dog meat, while widely debated and criticized in many parts of the world, has cultural and historical roots that remain alive in certain countries, especially in Asia. In Western countries, the idea of eating dog meat can be unsettling, as dogs are typically seen as pets and loyal companions. However, in some cultures, eating dog meat does not carry the same stigma, and it's essential to understand this perspective with a neutral and informative lens. 1. Origins and historical motivations. The consumption of dog meat has a long history in various civilizations where the practice often emerged out of necessity. In Korea, for example, records indicate that eating dog meat was a means of survival during times of food shortages, particularly during wars or in regions where other meats were scarce or costly. Furthermore, in some cultures, dogs carry a unique symbolism of strength and vitality. So consuming their meat was seen as a way to absorb those qualities. 2. Countries where the practice is most common. Dog meat consumption is still common in certain Asian countries such as China, South Korea, Vietnam, and parts of the Philippines. Each of these countries has distinct cultural and historical reasons for this practice. In China, there's a famous annual dog meat festival in the city of Yulin, which attracts both supporters and critics. In Vietnam, dog meat is especially popular among men who believe in its aphrodisiac and fortifying properties. In South Korea, dog meat is served in a traditional dish known as bosintang, a soup believed to invigorate the body during hot summer days. 3. Cultural aspects and popular beliefs. For some people in these cultures, eating dog meat is associated with ancient traditions. Certain popular beliefs claim that dog meat helps increase physical resilience, warm the body, and even enhance virility. In some cases, dog meat consumption is limited to specific times of the year or certain occasions, such as specific festivals. This practice is often seen as a way to keep traditions alive in a world that is becoming increasingly modern. 4th, controversy and animal protection movements. The practice faces intense national and international controversy. In countries where dog meat consumption is traditional, there's a growing movement among younger generations rejecting the practice, often as a result of Western influence and increased awareness of animal rights. Additionally, animal protection groups have been pushing these governments to adopt stricter laws to prevent the slaughter of dogs for consumption. Campaigns and protests are common, especially during events like the Yulin Festival, which has become a symbol of resistance against dog meat consumption. Another point of debate is the conditions in which these animals are raised, transported, and slaughtered. Animal protection organizations often document cases of cruelty, with dogs being kept in cramped cages, lacking basic hygiene, and subjected to intense stress before slaughter. When these images are shared in the media, they increase the public outcry and pressure for legislative changes. About alternative foods. 6. Changing habits and Western influence. In recent years, international pressure and the growth of the animal welfare movement have influenced dietary habits in some of these countries. In South Korea, for example, there has been a decline in dog meat consumption, with the number of dog farms gradually decreasing. In 2018, the South Korean president publicly addressed the need to reconsider this tradition, and some major cities such as Seoul have started closing down dog meat markets and slaughterhouses. Moreover, Western influence associated with increased cultural exchange between countries has led many people in these countries to view dogs more similarly to the Western perspective as friends and family members. Large urbanized cities increasingly have families that keep dogs as pets, and the rise in dog adoptions over dog meat consumption reflects this cultural shift. 7. Conclusion: a complex debate. The issue of dog meat consumption is complex and involves many factors: cultural, economic, legal, and emotional. While for some people, this consumption is part of a cultural heritage, for others, it is unacceptable. The key to discussing the topic is mutual empathy and understanding, respecting cultural differences while promoting awareness of animal welfare allows for more humane practices to evolve. By understanding the historical and cultural reasons behind this habit, and by considering the changes taking place in countries where this practice still exists, we can envision a transformative scenario where tradition and animal protection coexist in a more harmonious way, allowing each society to evolve at its own pace and within its own cultural norms.